Yes, befriend. Well, Lily, we've had that break, but this is still troubling you, isn't it?
Yeah, look, the best I can do was 882, so...
882,
yeah.
One away, but a very tough solution. So I think if anyone else can get it, head to the website and give us your version. Well, David, that was tough, but I suppose if we were using a particular approach to language, we might say, oh, it's just a little challenging.
That's right. And that would be a euphemism, Richard, and that is a softening of a phrase. For example, we don't say that someone is getting old, they say they are moving on in years, becoming senior. Now, we've talked about euphemism before, but one aspect we haven't dealt with is a fascinating one that was observed by a US linguist called Steven Pinker, and he calls it the euphemism treadmill. And essentially it's about society settling upon one euphemism. For example, we don't say toilet, we may say restroom, but suddenly restroom becomes offensive, so we call it a comfort station or a facility. And it gets to the point that the original meaning almost disappears in this progression.
Because that's almost like if you have a richly coloured garment and you wash it and you wash it and you wash it and you wash it, and eventually all the colours faded out.
That's a lovely analogy, Richard, about losing colour or definition, because it is a little like that. It's in Japanese culture, they have a similar concept called kotobagari, which translates as word hunting. For example, in Japanese, school janitor suddenly becomes a task expert, then they become a maintenance consultant, and the term becomes so far adrift from the original that it almost loses that sharpness or clarity. And unlike up-titling, it's more like down-terming or squashing or softening what the original was.
Sometimes our language can be just too polite.
It can be.
Thank you, David.
Pleasure.
Let's look at the scores. Ben is on 7, Matthew is on 19. We need some more letters. Matthew, you to choose.
I'll have a consonant.
Thanks, Matthew. B.
Another consonant.
D.
Another consonant.
M.
Another consonant.
C.
A vowel, thanks, Lily.
I.
Another vowel.
A.
Another vowel.
U.
A consonant, thanks, Louis.
S.
And I'll finish with a vowel.
And lastly, I.
Time to think. How did you go with those, Matthew?
I'll try a 6, Richard.
Ben?
Just a 5 for me.
Let's start there, please.
Music.
And your 6?
Cubism.
Cubism. You're looking a little concerned.
I love it. I'm very impressed.
Just give me that very impressed face again.
No, I'm very impressed. That's my sort of awestruck. Because I tell you what, this was as hard a mix as we've had on the show for a while, and to find cubism is quite a feat. That's the best that I could find as well. There may be a 7 there may be an 8, but I could not find it. Great effort.
So, great stuff for Matthew. 6 points. Yes, a very tough mix indeed. Let's see if we can get some more cooperative letters. Ben?
I hope so. Let's start with the consonant, Lily.
Thanks, Ben. P.
And another?
S.
And another consonant.
G.
And another consonant?
N.
And a vowel, please.
A.
And another vowel?
E.
And another vowel?
Another A.
And another vowel, please.
I.
And a final consonant, please.
And lastly, H.
Thinking time. did you like that mix better than the last time?
I think so.
How many?
I'll go for an 8.
An 8. That sounds like a lot more liking. Matthew?
Just a 7, Richard.
Let's have your 7.
Shaping.
Shaping. And Ben?
And heapings.
What do you think, David?
I may need to check this one. It's right out there on the edge of possibility. And heap is here, Richard, but not heaping as its own discrete entry, as it would need to be with such a word as help, and helping, a clearer example, helping acknowledged as being assistance or a portion. Heaping would need to have the same treatment, acknowledged as a noun and as a gerund. It is not. So heapings is not acceptable. Taking us back to Matthew with shaping, and a difficult 8, Richard, that I saw here, ignoring the ing ending, as tempting as that was, is to paganise, which is to convert someone to pagan or sort of more natural ways of religion.
Nice find, David. Bad luck to Ben there, but a good try. Matthew, 7 points. Let's leave those letters behind for a moment or two now and head for some more numbers. Matthew, your favourite combination?
Yeah, I think, Lily, I might try the regiment mix. 1 sergeant and 5 pilots.
Thanks, Matthew. The regiment mix.
We're getting some good variations on the descriptions here, aren't we, Lily?
Certainly are. Very creative. Our numbers: 3, 10, 9, 7, 10. The large is 100. The target to reach is 261.
30 seconds to get there. Well, Matthew, how did you go?
I'll go for 264, Richard.
3 off the target. Ben?
I got 260.
So just 1 away. Nicely done. Tell us what you did, please.
Okay, Lily, I did 9 minus 7
9 minus 7
multiplied
by
by bracket 100 plus 3 times 10.
100 plus 30.
Yep. That's 2 times 130, which
2
is
times
260.
260. 260. Well done.
And a nice bit of tweaking.
It was.
Again from Ben. He likes his
Very
likes
nice.
his brackets.
Yeah, well done.
Did you get a 261?
Yeah, I did. Here's what I did. 100 minus 10 by the 3 is 270, and then minus the 9 is 261.
So that's very nice. Good work. Nice work from you, Lily, and some very nice numbers from Ben, and that scored him 7 points. So he's making a bit of a comeback. He's on 14, Matthew on 32, as we head for our next break. Your word mix this time, nice dint. And the clue, it's good to get through without one. Back shortly.